Hello everyone, it's me, James Eli Gemmaker, and in today's video, we're doing a scary story reading. So are you ready? I think that's a yes. You are ready. So, with that being said, let's cut the chatter and let's get to the scary story. Let's do it. So we're gonna begin reading now. The story is called The Crazy Mother-in-Law, and it's by and the author is U/Vanilla Z 26. That is the author of this short scary story. And with that being said, let's begin reading. It's a story that happened to me at the beginning. Sorry, I'm going to restart that. It's a story that happened to me at the beginning of the year. It's in France, so I apologize for my English. A few years ago, I was dating a great man for whom I have a lot of respect for. He's a good person. He's kind of the perfect man, whose name is Noah. We broke up because I had to move to begin my training as a magistrate, which I have no idea what that is. Sorry about that. It was a peaceful breakup. We have a lot of affection. We have a lot of affection for each other. We're still very good friends. Our families are good friends too. It's kind of funny because he lives where my parents live. For my part, I live in the same neighborhood as Noah's parents. It is a friendly and caring relationship that we have now. Aw, that's nice. Because of COVID-19, I can't go see my what? Sorry, I had to reread that. Because of COVID-19, I can't go to see my parents for Christmas and New Year. I spend the holidays with Noah's parents. Oh man, that stinks. And also, just to put a side note here, COVID-19 is probably one of the worst pandemics I've been through, so I can understand what she's going through. It's not good, I'll tell you that much. But we're getting through it, one day at a time. Now back to the story. 2 weeks later in January, I leave my house to go to work. Someone wrote insults on my door. What? My car is scratched, my blood's freezing, I'm pretty shocked. What? Who would do such a thing? You should know that magistrates in France are protected. Fines and prison sentences are even harsher when an offense is committed against them. I'm a little afraid it's due to a case I'm working on. I deal mainly with land stories, buildings, and damn it, there are people who are crazy sometimes. Well, ain't that the case? It is not a reasonable fear because I work on cases without dangerous people. I had to contact the cops, inform the court, etc. These kinds of stories are not taken lightly. The police quickly find out who the person behind it is. A certain Elsa. At that time in France, anyone leaving their home after 7 p.m. without permission was fined 135 euros. The day before, someone had been caught 2 kilometers away and fined. The police asked me if I knew the person who did this. She's a lady in her mid-60s. Her face is unknown to me. I'm not withdrawing my complaint. So I have to reread that again. I'm not withdrawing my complaint. Well, you shouldn't have done that. Oof. Because if you don't know who exactly did it, then you really don't know who. If you don't know who exactly did it, then you don't know if she did it. Then I mean, it could have been someone else. We don't know. That's the thing. I mean, you can't be assuming. I'm just saying. A week later, I get a call from Noah, who warns me that he's visiting his parents with his girlfriend, whom he's been dating for a year. We're both friends on social media, and she's a normal person. At that time in France, to move between different regions, you had to have a good motive. I didn't ask him about it. I told myself that he just wanted to see his parents and that he found an excuse to come. I come home from work at night, and it does not miss. I surprised the crazy old lady of the photo near the entrance of my building. She clearly drank before I got there. I'm on the defensive, ready to fight if it's unpleasant. She called me a whore. A what? Oh man, that's messed up. and that I was too involved in a guy's life, that I was trying to separate them. In short, that I was the other woman and her daughter's couple. I don't ask her any questions, and I let her talk, stunned. Okay, this was just turned out very, very awkward for it. This turned into a very awkward conversation. Furious, I called the policeman who tried to calm the old lady down. I went up to my house with a few men because my presence made her angry. Later, I learned that she went to a van, but they didn't let her drive because she's drunk. Well, that's good. Because if you're drunk, you don't need to be driving. You don't need to be driving at all. It was only a few days later that I learned about the truth. Noah visits me on weekends with his girlfriend. She told me that they came for her mother, who was declared demented. Oh, now I see. Oh. Apparently she almost assaulted someone. She almost assaulted someone? Police found a shotgun in the back of her car. Oh, what? A little panicked, I asked her if her mother's name was Elsa. The police and doctors thought she was just crazy and that she wanted to attack me for no reason. But Noah's girlfriend explained that it was because I had spent Christmas with her boyfriend's parents when she couldn't do it. Her mother had taken the news very badly, and she was afraid that her daughter would lose her boyfriend. Oh, so she went. She might have. So her mother was thinking about revenge, possibly. Oh, I don't like that. Oof, that's not good. I'd rather laugh about it than cry. My mother is on treatment. I withdrew my complaint. I think about this story now because I learned that Noah and his girlfriend are Sorry, I had to reread this. I'd rather laugh about it than cry. The mother is on treatment. I withdrew my complaint. I think about this story now because I learned that Noah and his girlfriend are expecting a baby. Aww, what a funny story. The end. Oh well, that's I wouldn't call that a funny story. I mean, I understand the older woman has problems, but she doesn't need to be going doing things like that. I mean, I understand she has a condition, but that doesn't give you a reason to attack somebody or insult someone or be violent with them. I mean, there's just no reason for it. I mean, for me, I'm autistic, so I don't. Even if I'm autistic, I don't go and do that stuff because I know better. And I just, and I know that the older woman knows better. You know, she has a condition, being she says has dementia. It's said in the story, but still, it doesn't you don't have to let it control you. You have to control it. I mean, it's not easy because if you didn't know, my grandfather had dementia. It's never easy to go through that, and it never will be easy. But he didn't let it defeat him. Even though it was deteriorating his life, he didn't let it stop him. He never gave up. And he never gave up, and he kept fighting for that reason. I don't bring that up because it's a hard subject to talk about. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, that's I was gonna say is she could have done a better job at control, and just if she needed help, she should have asked for it, or she had talked to her daughter before with this whole situation. But at the end of the day, I mean, things happen, and now they're resolved. But things could have been a lot worse if they weren't handled correctly. I'll tell you that. And with that being said, that is today's scary story reading. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless. Hope you have a great night. God bless. And just, have a great rest of your week. Thank you guys for tuning in, and be you, be unique, and be unusual. And peace out. Peace out.